Welcome to episode 43 of We Have Issues. I'm Anthony.
I'm Stevie Wildcard.
And every week, Stevie Wildcard and I get together and we do our best to just take all of our problems and all of our issues and everything that stands in our way and take it out to a nice dinner and show it a really good time, make it feel like we have feelings for it, and then we never call it again. We ghost our problems. we say, not you're not the one for us. We thought you were, but then it turns out like we're not meshing well, we're not vibing well, so we just say no. We divorce our problems is what I'm talking about. So every week we basically kick our problems to the curb and we say we have to see other people, which is productivity. And in this, recently we've been working on a semi-autobiographical time travel graphic novel musical, and dude, I can't believe it. Can anyone believe how close we are to like this finish line? Like, Steven, you finished the art on your side. Have you been working on your coloring? How'd you do this week?
I have been working on my coloring. I didn't get 5, but I got 4, but I plan on finishing all the flats this week anyway. That's my goal. Last week, we'll get into it, but last week was pretty crazy.
For sure, dude. Okay, so
Mr. Steven.
So right before we get into that, so this week I wanted to finish the rest of the lettering. I'm gonna say I failed. Big fail. I failed to an extent. I did a pretty good job. I'm proud of everything I've done. I think the book is like coming together. It looks really good. I have, I think, 5 pages left now to letter.
That's amazing.
Which means, and by the way, so like this week I'm completely off of work. I have a vacation this week. It was an unintended vacation. My parents have to go to a wedding and I have no one to watch my son. So it's just Atlas and I are going to be home together, and I'm going to be like, you just hang out with YouTube for a little bit while I finish this book. And so like, thank you, Lanky Box, if you're watching, which you're not, but like, so no, but so, so this week we're going to finish this book this week as far as like a readability is concerned. So I'm super excited about that. Like, I can't wait to see all the pages that you've been flatting and stuff. So, but it's been such a weird week. It's been such a weird week for me. I know it's been a weird week for you. And the first thing I want to talk about was what happened, Steven. I was at work and I get a text message from Steven, my best friend of forever, saying that he was in an accident. I literally dropped my like I have to wear a red vest in my work, and I just completely did this move where you just like shirk it completely off of you, and I just shirked it and just picked my phone up and just sat there in the wood aisle just staring at my phone waiting for Steven to continue to talk to me. And it was just
Steven.
Explain, Steven.
Do you have fingers left? Do you have enough fingers left to explain?
Exactly. If it's fingers you're after, I can tell you I have 10. but what I do have is also, I'm going to murder you if you hurt my friend. So what happened? So anyway, what happened, Steven? You text me, you said...
So I'll just say, I don't think I can get in trouble. I don't know how that works, but I was at a 4-way stop. It was one of those situations where it was like totally my turn. You know what I'm talking about? Where it's like, I've pulled up, everyone that I knew, everyone that I met at that 4-way stop has already gone about their lives, but then their friends have also gone about their lives. And it was totally my turn. Yeah. And this guy turned left and I was turning left. He was fine. I waited for him to go. I start turning left. And as I'm turning left on the inside straight lane from where I was turning, this lady just completely blew the stop sign. Like, didn't even stop at all. Was going 30, 40. I'm not sure how fast she was going, but fast. And clipped the front end of my Jeep so hard that like I'm turning like this. She hit me and I like redirected all the way to the median on the other side. So I'm sitting there, my shoulder hurts. My shoulder still kind of hurts, but I'm pretty sure it's just like a bruise pain. It's not like a we're built strong, okay? Brandon and I, we were Irish serfs, okay? But anyways, so like I'm sitting there and this guy walks up in a uniform and I assumed it was him. I assumed that's who I hit. And he's like, she's taken off. So this lady that hit me left her van and just booked it down the road with a bag. Like, was not going to stay there, hit and run, taken off on foot.
So, what I'm hearing is, now you see me, now you don't. She's a magician, which means she's a vampire, which means we have to go after her, Steven. This isn't okay.
She saw that pitchfork with the stakes. I'm just...
That's what it was. She just,
but,
for the hills.
Yeah, but dude, so then like, my Jeep completely like voids all of its transmission fluid all over the road. I mean, it's pretty banged up. I looked at it, the frame and the body look bent. So... But yeah, the cops, and I mean, here's the thing about Cultural, and you know this about Cultural, the police station's like literally right there. So cops were on the scene in probably 15, 20 seconds. Like not even, like it was like instant. There was already a cop at the four-way stop 3 rows back or whatever. They get there, witnesses come out because they're awesome. Thankfully, like I was in my Jeep still and like 3 witnesses stayed. So like there was like, 2 guys and a lady that stayed. And then the cops are going to have me ID her. And I was like, honestly, I only saw the back of her head. Like she was halfway down the street before I even noticed she was leaving.
Right. Like
but all the
like an honest, good man who's a total sucker, Steven, like a sucker. But thankfully there are other people.
All the witnesses and they kept the witnesses there. And then they went and found her and holed up in a house.
Okay.
And
now you said this, do you happen to know, it wasn't her house? Was it?
No, I don't think the way they said it on the scene is that there was like quite a few people in that house. So I'm guessing she ran to like a friend's house or something.
Oh, okay. So bizarre. So
weird.
So weird, dude. So like, I don't know what the situation, like, where does it go from there? Do you have to go to court and deal with this person and listen?
She's definitely gonna have criminal charges brought up against her from the state for sure. You can't just hit and run,
Thankfully, wow, that's amazing, dude. I mean, like, thankfully they caught her. Thankfully, like hopefully the car gets taken care of. Have you heard anything about that yet?
My insurance company has been taking care of it so far on my end. I like released the vehicle from the tow yard, so they still have to inspect it. I'm really nervous that they're going to try to fix it because like I don't really want to drive a Franken Jeep. You know what I'm saying? Like the thing's been in the ringer now. Like the frame, I'm pretty like I said, the frame and the body took a big hit. But
man.
But yeah, I have full coverage platinum or whatever, so like I'm okay even if she's not insured, but plus it's a no fault state, which I still don't really know what that means. Every time I think I know what that means, I don't really know what that means, but yeah, but the license plate on the van didn't belong to that van, so I mean this is just a huge mess of a case of course.
We need to crack this case, and by crack this case I mean her face. That's terrible. It's terrible. It's just like you'd imagine if you're if you're the type of person who's going to be doing the thing that you're not supposed to be doing in the first place, you're probably more likely to run through stop signs and do something more that you're not supposed to do in the first, right? But like what I was going to say is like you'd imagine that if they know they're illegally driving a car or something, they'd be on their best behavior. Like I would, like it's fine. If for whatever reason your life is such that you can't get that like license plate in order, but you have to get to work, have to get to your kid's school, stuff happens, fine. Drive safely. What are you doing? Don't hit my best friend.
Don't kill me, bruh. But then to add some sort of like freakish like insult to injury, the universe decides to take 6'3" big old Steven here and take him out of his Jeep Wrangler and place him. And I'm thankful. I'm in a rental. I'm thankful. But plucks me and places me in a Kia Soul, so I look like Donkey Kong in Mario Kart. He's kind of driving around this little vehicle, like looking ridiculous.
But everyone's avoiding you now. They see you and they're like, "I'm not gonna get bumped off the road from that drooler over there."
Could you imagine getting road rage against a Kia Soul and then pulling up and seeing that, like just all angry? I was like, "Oh, I thought you were maybe not that. That's for sure."
I want to make like a paper mache blue shell. So when I get pissed at someone, I could just like hold it up and be like, "Don't you dare!
Don't even try it.
Try it." Yeah, but
or you could be like really BA and hold up a green shell and be like, "My accuracy, pinpoint. all I need is the green shell."
Can you imagine if they held up some bananas, just like,
oh man,
so yeah, I miss Mario Kart. Mario Kart's so much fun. I play with Atlas all the time. But like I miss having like the camaraderie of like older, like the people your age playing against you, where it's like there's an actual challenge and I don't have to pretend to lose. Which I didn't let my son beat me in Mario Kart for an embarrassing amount of time. Like I was just like I was doing the thing where I was like, no, he has to get better. Like he has to, like he can. It'll mean more, right? It'll mean more. I was just tearing him down. I was just breaking this kid. I was finishing with like. He had 3 minutes left in his race, but I was done. I was getting snacks. I was like, and like the worst thing is like he'd come in like third place, but I'd finished like a full 2 minutes before. I was like, hey man, I've been doing it for a while.
You're like adding like a Mario verse to the Stephen Lynch song, like,
dude. But yeah, so I got to the point where I was like, okay, I'm gonna let him win sometimes, and so I do, and it's funny though because I know he knows I'm letting him win, which is adorable. He's great. Oh my gosh! So this week we went to the park, as we often do. We go to the park. So we're at the park, and there are a bunch of kids, and they're all looking at their phones. And I'm like, we're not at the park to stare at screens. Like we stare at screens all the time. I love my son. We play a lot of video games together. He doesn't have a phone, but we play video games. We watch YouTube. We do, we do all this stuff. So I'm like, the park isn't for this. However, it's social time, like it's cool. Like, you can go with a bunch of kids and they're all staring at their phones together, like, or next to each other, and it's part of like what they're doing. So, when there are a bunch of other kids around, I don't want him to feel like he's alienated or like just not allowed to be a part of something. And the kids that were there seemed cool. They were like his type of nerd. I could tell just by looking at them. I'm like, they all play Roblox and do all the things. They know what Minecraft is. So I was like, hey, bud, you want to go play with those kids? And he's like, yes, yeah. So he walks over, he goes, hi, my name's Atlas. You want to be my friend? And these kids they're slightly older than he was. And they were like, we're playing Pokemon Go. And he looks at me and he's like, Dad, we have Pokemon Go on your phone. And I was like, we sure did. I deleted it because we haven't played it in like 3 days. And I thought it was over for good because that's how having kids works, So I was like, okay, hang on. So I quickly was like downloading the app, getting everything set up again. So he's like running back to me like, Dad, did you get Pokemon Go? I'm like, okay, like, I'm gonna get it. I love you. I like, you can have my phone in a second. I'm gonna surrender my phone and sit here at the park doing nothing. That's what I'm gonna do. Like normally, if you find other kids to play with, you know what I get to do? Look on Twitter, do stuff on my phone. I just like sit there and I'm like, make sure he's okay. Okay, back to my phone. What do I do? What do I do if he takes my phone? I have to play the park now. Like that's like how do we switch? Anyway, so okay, so finally I get the app down. I like everything's good. I give him my phone. He's playing. He's like yeah. So he looks up at me, and the way Pokemon Go works is it's like augmented reality where the Pokemon are in the world with you. So he goes, Dad, there's one on you. And I'm being me. I'm like, where? Like I'm joking around with him, and he yells, "Your penis!"
Oh God. That's where it just had to be, huh?
And I'm like,
that's where Geodude had to be hanging out that day.
Hard as a rock. But dude, so you said Geodude, so it just I'm sorry.
I made sure to go with a good one.
Yeah. So I'm like, just like immediately kind of like in my peripheral looking around at the other parents, like, oh boy. And I see everyone's face just kind of drop in like, oh my gosh, I can't laugh at this, but it's hilarious type of way. And I'm like, but dude. And he goes, don't worry. I got it. I saved your life. So I'm like, thanks for getting the Pokemon off my penis. That's the most amount of action it's gonna get like for a month.
I don't think anyone's ever said that sentence before. Thanks for getting that Pokemon.
Thanks for getting that Pokemon off my penis. Normally it's like, I'm sure there are like Poke kinks and stuff where people are like, get that Pokemon on my Pokemon.
Well, Mr. Like we've discussed Mr. Mime and being possibly married or with Ash's mom. So I mean it's a possibility.
It's a possibility. Dude, yeah, so that was hilarious. Otherwise, I don't know. I've been having kind of a weird week. Like, I've been doing this cool weird movie Wednesday thing every Wednesday. So we've been watching like fun movies like Troll 2 and the Gnome Alone, and then we watched Lamageddon, which was a lot of fun. The kills weren't so great, and then we watched a movie called Carousel, which was about a plastic carousel horse that comes to life and wants to get revenge on a child who mistreated it. Kind of fun movie. It wasn't the worst movie I've ever seen. Some of it was fun. I like the tone of it overall. It had like some of it was randomly out of focus and stuff. Anyway, so it was such a weird situation, dude. So like the director and the writer from the movie came into our watch party and were like talking to everyone as we were, going, which was kind of like I had to make a rule, or we made a rule as a group to never let that happen again as far as like first viewings are concerned, because it feels weird. Like you'd imagine watching a movie like that and knowing it's going to be bad, knowing it's cheesy, even intentionally. The whole point of watching it is to make fun of it and have fun with it because of how bad it is. But when the person who's there, or a person who made it, is there with you watching it, you're like, I don't want to say mean things. I want to say mean things, but I don't want to
assume an intention in a scene and then be wrong. Like,
yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, I don't want to be like, this is the, oh my gosh, it's so funny how terrible you were in this scene, and have him like go home crying thinking like, I did my best. That was my best take. That was take 37 and I couldn't stop crying. I gave it my all. But like, dude, it was just so weird. And then like we went to this Discord with them after because they were like friendly and open and stuff, you know, but then it got awkward. I'm not going to say why. Necessarily.
Maybe the Patreon subscribers get the why.
Yeah. I think all the Patreon subscribers probably know. I don't know. I know Paige knows because she's, you know, in the group of watchers, but like, anyway, so if you want to interact with us and join for some weird movies on Wednesday and possibly have some debatably uncomfortable situations happen, feel free to join us. This week we're going to be watching a movie called Velocipastor, which is, I guess, about a pastor who becomes like a velociraptor or something. I haven't watched the trailer. I know there are dinosaurs and pastors, and it seems ridiculous. I've heard only good things about this movie. It looks like a lot of fun. I haven't seen it yet. We're going to start around 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Wednesday, and I'll post all the links and stuff below. But yeah, join me on Twitter, and you can find that stuff. And it's been fun so far, and it's gotten us like almost 10 new subscribers, so that's awesome.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
And I've like debated on being a part of it, but like I like you having your like identity in that, you know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm so tethered to you a lot of the time. So I'm like, it's like, you know, fly, little birdie. No. You don't need me. I'm a weight. I'm an anchor.
You totally join that. It's so much fun. Like, so it's really interesting having like this like podcasting community and like having these DM groups and stuff where people try to support one another. Cause like every once in a while I will have a second. I'll try my best to listen to new shows. Like I listened to Ladies Fright Pod. I listened to that show and it was so much fun, dude. They played like a like kind of like a bang murder or like bang marry kill situation, but with like horror movie characters and like all these different characters and stuff. But they did it. It was like possess, haunt, and something else. I don't know what it was. It might have been kill, but no. Crap, what was it? It was possess, haunt, and I don't remember the last one. It might have been just kill though. But anyway, so like they've made it spooky and funny, but like they were actually really clever and really hilarious the whole time. So like I love like finding new podcasts like that, but it's hard. There's so many. I don't know what to listen to. Like if anyone has actual recommendations and it's not just your podcast, let me know. Because I don't know how to like find like it's so hard, dude. It's like walking through a library or like Blockbuster. You remember walking through Blockbuster? I don't even know. It was like movies called to me. Like that's how it felt. Like it literally feels like I'm not using any actual sense. It's just like this weird sixth sense of like going to something and grabbing and like looking at, because most of the time the movies were on their side, you know, like sometimes they were front facing so you could see the cover and judge it by the cover. And I would all the time. I'd be like, oh, that movie looks awesome. I'd pick it up. But like, dude, most of the time it's just like this weird serendipitous like stroll through Blockbuster. And then you're like, that one. And it's just like, ah, and it's this beautiful, like now I discovered Mallrats or whatever.
Or Mr. Nanny.
That's it. Well,
given the time of year.
That's how that works, dude. It's true. Like, I watch so many bad horror movies that way, but I don't know how to do that now with podcasts because it's just like you could get like a broad genre or something, and then it's just like I don't know. But yeah. So anyway, I watched that weird movie, had those weird situations. I've been talking like I've been making a lot of friends through that, which is really cool. It's really fun to like have people with like similar jokes who are different enough to like pitch in like these fun flavors so it feels like a pizza, you know, like a crazy party. But I also had some interactions with bots. Dude, okay. So I was at work, okay, and we are slow. I live in Florida, we live in Florida, and it is not season right now. We are not in a busy time of the year.
School is out, traffic is thin.
Yeah, dude, we are dead at my work. We are so dead that I get to the point where it's just like us, crickets, and whoever's haunting the place. Like it's just no one, you know? So I clean as much as I can, do my job, and then I just kind of look around and I'm like, all right, what's going on Twitter? So I get these random bot messages, right? So I got one, Steven, and I don't even know if I can count it as an Anthony Dates robots because I wasn't even looking to be dated, Steven. I was looking for something a little darker this time. But we'll call it Anthony dates robots. So
Anthony dates robots. Keanu.
So I get a message. So I'm at work. I get a message around 7 o'clock from someone named April Kitty. Now, this is a person who's using an obvious fake picture. It's like an Instagram model or something, maybe an OnlyFans. I don't know. It's some very pretty woman who isn't Julia Roberts, but just like some beautiful lady. It says, I love. Go ahead, Steven. Will you do the honors of reading her bio, please?
Absolutely, I will.
Thank you.
By the way, just something I noticed is her name is April Kitty, but her @ is Amanda. So there's a lot of confusion going on right off the rip. Her little bio is, I love my live and want a caring man.
As they often do.
As they often do. Hello, handsome.
I think you have the wrong person. My name isn't handsome.
Like, what are you talking about? Oh, you are cute. That why I called you that name. Or you don't like me? Call you that name?
Oh, do you think it fits me? Should I change my name to handsome?
LOL. Where are you from?
Originally, or do you want to know where I live now?
Where you live. I'm from Miami. She doesn't wait for you.
No, not at all. So then I say, I'm also in Florida. Are you free tomorrow?
Yeah. Why do you ask?
Let's meet. There's a great motel near the interstate, and nobody will see you kill me there.
And then April pulls out the oldest trick in the book, or the oldest trick in the bag. Okay. Can I have your WhatsApp number?
How do you want to kill me? Will you make it weird and slow? Do I have to pay you, or are you into it?
LOL. Anyhow you like it. Can we talk on WhatsApp?
Can I pay you more to pretend you don't want to kill me? Like, if I pay a little extra, will you act like we're friends?
I will do you anyhow you want it, Antoine.
How much to get you to meet my parents and act like we're engaged before you do it?
If you pay me a little, I will ask like we're friends.
What about like a live-in situation where you move in with me and slowly pretend to love me, but we both know where it's going? And we can get matching tattoos and give each other nicknames. You can help raise my son.
You want us to be in love secretly?
But then, motel hall time. You, me, probably some plastic sheeting. You're going to have a lot to clean up.
Can I have your number so I can add you on my WhatsApp?
I don't want to download WhatsApp, April. I want to be loved well and then murdered to death like the good Lord intended.
Okay. Do you have Hangout?
I have hangers. Is that what you mean? For my clothes? Oh, for my skin so it doesn't get wrinkled. You're smart.
I mean Hangout app.
Oh, no, I only use Twitter. I'm starting to feel like you don't really want to murder me.
Can you please download the WhatsApp on your phone for my own sake, baby? I will love that if you do so.
But why? Why do you need me to download WhatsApp if we're already talking? Do you work for WhatsApp?
I just like there, baby.
But why? It's always this way. I fall in love with a potential murderer and only want me for my WhatsApp number.
Okay. Do you want me?
Want you to what? I thought we had a plan.
Yes. You want us to meet tomorrow?
I'm gonna pay you to date me, fall in love, meet my parents, raise my son, break my heart, and kill me slowly in a roach motel in Florida. Are you into it or are you vanilla?
I'm into it, baby.
How do I know you'll even be good at it?
LOL. When do you want us to meet tomorrow, baby? Are you there?
Yeah, so
baby?
I'm working, by the way. So I'm working. So she messages me several times in a row while I'm doing stuff. So good. And then
Are you busy? It's literally within minutes too. Are you busy? You don't want to talk again? I guess you hate me now.
Wow, you're really thirsty for blood, huh?
Yeah. How much do you want to pay me for coming to you?
Okay, look, you seem really into killing me, which is great. But I'm starting to feel like maybe you should be the one to pay me.
LOL. But you ask me to do this. You have to pay me or you don't want to meet me anymore.
Can I pay you extra to get you to pay me? Will you write my name on your face so I know that you're real? And then time passes. A lot of time. So then like 4 minutes pass and I write, geez, I could have haphazardly photoshopped it faster than this.
What are you saying?
Are you taking a picture for me?
You mean I should write your name on my face with tattoo?
No, with ink. Just draw my name and a little Kermit the Frog so I know that you're real. And then time passes, like half an hour almost. And I write, are you working on your Kermit the Frog or should I be looking for someone else to kill me?
I don't understand what you are talking about. Can you please talk about something else? Hey,
Who is this?
Kitty. You did not remember me, Kitty?
We've never spoken. Antoine didn't tell me about you.
What the fuck?
He paid me to take him out.
He paid you for what?
That's our business. He got exactly what he wanted.
Your business for what?
And I got his phone.
You got his phone? I don't understand you. Can you please let me know, because we decided to meet today and he did not talk about anything.
He's gone, sweetie.
Who is that you are talking about?
Nobody now. That's it. And
Dun, dun, dun.
So that happened.
Pretty solid ending.
Yeah, so that happened. So I convinced someone to murder me, well, to pretend that they love me, meet my parents, raise my son, get magic tattoos, break my heart, and then murder me in a roach motel in Florida. But she took too long, so I got someone else to do it.
Oh man, do you think they get partially invested?
Oh, I mean, they have to, to some extent, right? So speaking of people getting invested in that sort of thing, or jumping to conclusions and feeling things about things, I was accused of something tonight, Steven. I was just minding my own business, playing with my son. Atlas was running through my room, and we were pretending that a ghost was moving a car, but it was obviously my son moving the car. But I would turn around and I'd pretend I didn't see him moving the car, and we were doing this whole thing. So you get into this whole thing. It doesn't even make sense, but somehow you both know what's going on. We're telling this narrative together, and it's no one.
We're just building this amazing story. It's
So my phone starts vibrating. My phone started I'm like, what's going on? My life. So I look, and Dina from the Don't Make It Weird podcast, which we love. We love that podcast and those people. But Dina posts just my name in all caps, Anthony. And then with raised eyebrow emojis, like I did something, she's coming for me. And then there are a few messages under that of just gifts and stuff of just something bad is coming. And I'm like,
what did I do?
What did I do? What did I do to incur the wrath of the Dina? The Dina star is I've done nothing. I'm playing with my
Raptor call and everything.
Yeah. So dude, so I message her and I'm like, should I be scared? What's happened? Are people hating me? What's happened? What did I do? So she's totally right away, immediately incredulous, just yeah, whatever. I know that's you who's doing this. I'm like, I don't know what you mean. I don't know what you're talking about. I have no idea what's going on right now. So apparently, due to my bot activity, my silly scamminess and having alt accounts and stuff, she got paranoid because some bot or somebody started messaging her and was getting really strange with her. But they weren't being body enough for her to think it was just a dismissive, something to dismiss. She thought someone was messing with her. She thought specifically I was messing with her. I was like, what do I do in this?
If anyone can imitate a bot, it's going to be Anthony.
Yeah. And that's the problem. That's the problem, Steven. I'm over here doing trying my best to do the Lord's work and just taking these bots out of service. I'm taking them out of commission. I'm taking all their time. I'm falling in love with them. I'm breaking my own heart so you don't get your heart broken, Dina. And what's going on? I'm getting accused of becoming a bot myself. That's just what? So she posts this thing and people start messaging people start posting on that thread popcorn, I can't wait to see this, what is happening in this world? Okay, if you go on my Twitter, you're welcome to go on my Twitter, post the links below just like we do every single week. I post silly nonsense. I post about my weird movie Wednesdays. I post random thoughts I have about parenting. I post random thoughts I have about Power Rangers and whatever else. Like, it's just nonsense. I don't know why anyone would want to watch me die. I'm not sure what happened, like what the thing is that I did, like what part of my character makes people be like, yeah, but wouldn't it be great if he was on fire?
I think it's just not every day we get to see the Dinosaurus in attack mode. You know what I'm saying?
I guess the claws, the raptor claw, was that like the Velociraptor special claw?
6 inch, you know, and he slashed at you with this. 6 inch retractable.
But I was just like, but I get like backed in this weird corner where I'm like, I don't know what to do because I feel like you're coming at me, but I also have no reason to attack. I'm just like, I don't know. I quit. So like I posted the John Mulaney stand up where he's like on his arms. He's like, this might as well happen. Like,
why not?
Yeah, why not? If everyone's just gonna attack me and hate me, go ahead. I don't know. What am I gonna do about it? But I thought it was so funny because I'm just like I was just so confused and like really worried for a second because I was like I have always kind of just been like, I overestimate how often people know me. Like I overestimate how well people know me, and I'll make jokes, like knowing or assuming that people know that I'm joking. You know, like I live my life on Twitter assuming that literally everyone, which is dumb, but I'm assuming that literally everyone knows that Shannon and I are not 100% hating each other in real life. You know what I mean? Like I'll say things to her
to which Shannon's going to say that she does in fact hate you, but that just furthers it's like playing the game. You know what I'm saying?
People don't recognize like that. Like, yeah, like a lot of what I do on Twitter is like playing games and like doing bits, and like the bits are usually like they're all good-natured bits. Like I don't have anything that's like actually hurtful or harmful or like will ever manipulate anyone in any negative way. I don't. So it's just like but I do overestimate the fact that people know me. Like I will 100%. I mean, that's why I always need you in my bag, like going like he's kidding. He's just like he's just
joking. He's just joking. I promise he's just joking.
And it's like it's not even that I'm saying anything bad. It's just that like I'm existing at the same time as other people who are doing bad things maliciously. So it's like when you see me being like creating alt accounts and like doing like Keanu bots and stuff, and then someone else is messaging random people being weird. It's like, okay, is it the guy who's creating alt accounts and doing weird stuff? I'm like, no, it's not. Like,
it's not me, man.
Like,
that ain't me.
It's true. But yeah, dude. So that wasn't me. I don't know what to do about that. I feel like I think Dina gets it now. Like I think she knows it wasn't me and she doesn't hate me now. I hope.
Well, like you just wouldn't prank like that. That's not really your style. You know what I'm saying? Like, sure. In fact, you're afraid that's going to happen to you.
Okay, that was the last thing I was going to say about this. Is like my biggest fear of this whole thing was that Dina is literally orchestrating it as a last ditch effort to get me. So then she makes it look like shit. Like I attacked her. I was like, which is a beautifully orchestrated like prank. But I also like stop messing with me. I'm not doing anything. I just want friends.
I just want they like me. You just want to be liked.
Please like me. So anyway, it's been a week. It's been a weird week. This next week I have just off of work, so I'm gonna get so much done, dude. What are you gonna do this week?
I am gonna attempt to flap the entire comic. So the
entire thing?
Yeah,
dude. I think you can do it.
I think I can do it too.
I think you can do it. I think with you flatting the whole thing, my goal and like what I'm totally gonna do is I'm gonna finish lettering the entire thing, dude. So at the end of this week, by episode 44, we will have a finished colored comic book that just needs like toning. That's it.
And that's quick too in itself.
No, so this week I'm gonna finish lettering the comic. You're gonna finish flatting coloring the comic.
Yep.
We're gonna have a beautiful comic book by the end of this week, dude. Like something that's totally readable that we could, if we wanted to, just send out to people. We're not going to because I think we have to tone it up a bit and like make the colors really beautiful.
The beauty of the pages with the energy is I don't really have to shade a lot besides the energy because the glow of that is going to take over almost all the other colors. Yeah. So
that's true, dude.
Even flatting those pages feels bad because I know a lot of the flats are going to disappear with the green, but I
think it's good though because like the green tint still alters the color in a way that's like, hard to assume and like produce without coloring it first. You know, like that's. But dude, I think it's gonna be so good. I'm so excited. I can't believe it. We're at the very end. Like then we get to do music and work on Deathless. Like that's our life.
That's gonna be sweet.
We're here. Like we're doing this thing. Like, but dude. we are almost at 400 subscribers. We might even be there right now. I don't know, but like we are.
Yeah, I haven't checked because
my plan, our goal is to get to 1,000 eventually. We're trying to do increments of 100 where we're like celebrating at the top of our lungs every time it happens because we're like it's so amazing. So like if you haven't subscribed to our podcast already, please hit the subscribe button right now. We really do appreciate it. We're almost at 400. We're getting there. We're really growing. We're at episode 43. We're like 10 people per episode almost. It's pretty good.
Yeah,
like we're growing.
Good. The average is pretty good.
So thank you all for listening. If you're only listening on one of the various podcasting apps, we are available on YouTube at youtube.com/wehaveissuespodcast. You can find us on Podium and Twitter and Facebook, everywhere. All the links are all down below. We thank you so much. We love you. We appreciate you. Join us for a Weird Movie Wednesday where we watch Velocipaster, and join us here every week so Stevie Wildcard and I can tell you about what we're doing and how weird our lives are, because they're pretty weird. So
they're super weird.
They're super weird. It just keeps getting weirder every time.
So do you want to like create like a Discord channel weird? Is that what you want to go? Is that how weird you want to get with it?
I think we're gonna do it. I think we're gonna start.
Do you have a cup?
A cup? I need a cup?
A cup.
Oh, a cup? Oh. Do I need a cup? Do I need a cup?
Dude, can we cup bump?
Oh, you want a cup bump?
I want a cup bump.
I want a cup bump.
Can we do the homie? Can we do the homie while doing the cup bump? Do the homie.
I think if we post this, people will make us do that. Like, if we get to 1,000 subscribers, we will cup bump. Oh man. So, all right.
The day Twitter fell silent.
Yeah, for sure. So, stay tuned for Stevie Wildcard's Thirsty Thursday pics where he flings his hair about and makes us all jealous. No, it's amazing.
I didn't have a brush tonight, so please forgive my hair. It's so messy. It's such a messy mess. I promise it looks good most of the time, okay, people?
My life is spinning out of control! But thank you all for watching. Thank you all for listening. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Give us your grandparents. Come join our ostrich cult. We want to be friends with you. Help! No, we love you so much. Thank you so much. I'm Anthony.
I'm Stevie Wildcard.
And this has been episode 43 of We Have Issues. We'll see you next week. Thank you. Bye. Yeah.
These dogs are driving me nuts today.
Yeah, he's barking now. Jeez. She's barking.
Boy. The boy. Oh, the boy. Ouch.
Do you think a vampire could go near Samuel or because it's dick shaped enough, or do you think that they'd have to go away because it's too much of a cross?
I think he's somewhere in between. Okay, I'm gonna let them out.